a parent. Hallelujah.
I like that.
All right. So for those of you who are on my email list, shameless plug for the email list, the Love City Arts e-blast, which you're going to see Esteban and I's interview and session together in the community vibe check. You're going to see that in tomorrow's e-blast and the next few days of e-blast to just boost up a brother and love and put all of his at mentions, all of his Instagrams and Cash Apps on my email because I believe in people. If you got it today, though, you'll know that today is Happy National Sticker Day. It's not. Do you do Snickers? Do you do Snickers? Do you do?
I do Snickers.
First of all, do you do Snickers?
Definitely.
Do you do Snickers with the almonds?
I mean, there'd have to be no regular Snickers, but when is there not regular Snickers? You know,
when is there not? That's a whole different episode of the podcast. It's fine. That's a whole different. That's a whole different episode. A whole different question. Okay. Do you do stickers? Do you believe in stickers? Did you believe in stickers as a child? Is this something that was like you do?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with stickers. I love how people now, creative people, are using the stickers as like guerrilla marketing. You know, where they're just sticking them everywhere. So, you know, it's actually fun walking through New York City and seeing like a pole that has like 1 million stickers on it, and it's just taking like 30 seconds to look at them. Like, you know, what is that?
When you receive a sticker, what is your natural inclination to do with it? Do you save it?
Yeah, I was gonna say I put it on my hand.
Oh, any kind of sticker you receive?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like any sticker that I've received in the last 10 years have always been enough to fit on my hand. So.
Oh, so you're not putting stickers on items like on a Trapper Keeper. I'm probably dating myself by saying the word Trapper Keeper in the air.
Yeah. Well, no, that's my era too. So I remember the Trapper Keeper days. Like the more stickers you had, you know, you had the, you know, you had it. You had the swag.
It was a swag. It was a swag. And so were you putting stickers on your Trapper Keeper, or are they going in your hands and then going?
No. If we're talking about Trapper Keeper, you got to put them on the Trapper Keeper.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now we know Esteban. Esteban had no clue what he was stepping into with the community vibe checks. Today's quote of the day is from Marianne Cantwell. It's, "Weaknesses are just strengths in the wrong environment." I thought that was, when I picked that one for today, I was like, wow, weaknesses are just strengths in the wrong environment. And I just, how do you feel about that? Like off the dome. Do you want me to riff first? You want to riff on it?
I don't mind saying what I got to say about it. I really think that it's also a combination of, you know, when are your strengths present, right? So like, let's say you're at work at a dead end job, but you're super creative, then obviously you're in the wrong place, you know? So it's really about, you know, I guess what they're saying is like, you know, putting yourself in the position or in the right time and place to use your strengths appropriately.
Right. Absolutely. And also like, just because you think that you're weak in a certain area, like that's only attributed to the fact that you're not in the right environment. Like a lot of people will downplay themselves. A lot of people will play themselves short and they'll call themselves weak. You're not necessarily weak. You just may be in the wrong environment. You may not be in a space that can flourish and nourish you. And that's what I pull from that today. Like I'm like, yo, like, we all want to be. Esteban wants to be. I want to be. Everybody watching. Everybody's gonna catch us the replay. We all want to be in a space where we're going to be nurtured and be celebrated and not tolerated for who we are. And you don't let these people make you feel weak if you're in the wrong environment. And there's a lot of people that are gonna listen to this podcast later and gonna pick this up in their ears or watch it later. Like, yo, they're feeling really, really bad, or they're feeling really weak about their present circumstance or where they are as far as like a work situation. And the facts are, you may not be in a state of weakness. You may be in a state of strength, just surrounded by the wrong people and the wrong environment and the wrong energies. And I know you know what that feels like.
Yes, sir.
Could you tell me about a time in your path when you... Tell me about a time, because this would be super relatable, when you were perhaps, you talked about it earlier, you were in corporate and you felt like this wasn't the fit.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
Sure. So I think it was like late 2017. I was at work and I started having panic attacks, anxiety attacks. I didn't even know what those were. It got so bad that I thought I was having a heart attack. So I ended up going to NYU Hospital. I was there for about like 6, 7 hours getting tested. I mean, I was like losing myself in the hospital. And I realized that I was like just going through, these panic attacks and being anxious. And I think what that was for me, if I look at it, in the big picture, was just I felt like it was my soul wanted to express itself, but I wasn't in the right environment to do that. And the minute I stepped into, I want to be a business owner and I want to be creative, I just started getting, stronger. So yeah, that's an example.
I love it. I love everything about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so today's question of the day for everybody who gets the LCA e-blast, you can sign up for them. It's like the top link in bio on my Instagram. It just says e-blast. It's like the biggest thing up there because I'm like, that's like the thing that I'm pushing in 2022 in Joyful Expansion. And if you got the question of the day earlier in the day when I sent them, you would get this one, but Esteban's going to get it fresh and the world's going to get it fresh. It's going to be fun. Okay. So, like I said, we talk about the deep things of life, the way that Esteban seeks to increase your magic and increase your joy and increase your expression of your magic in the world. We're also talking about things as mundane on the community vibe checks. I do these every night of the week for the rest of the year, 7 days a week. We've been in here for 17 minutes only, basking in this love, beauty. With a few minutes to go, the question of the day: when you're alone at home, Esteban, and this went out to everybody, so it's a safe question. When you're alone at home, do you wear shoes, socks, slippers, or go barefoot? Hey, Sunflower, I want everybody to answer and take a moment, Esteban, with this question. I want everybody who's watching right now in the You Show over on Reddit and over on YouTube, so good to see you tonight, and Instagram. Let me know in the comments as Esteban ponders, when you're alone at home, do you wear shoes, socks, slippers, or go barefoot? Okay.
Ready?
What's your answer?
I definitely go barefoot. But there's times I want to say I go barefoot 90% of the year, but I want to say when it gets cold enough, you got to put on the socks too.
So it's barefoot or socks. So like the fact that I'm standing in the house in whole sneakers would like just mortify you?
Yeah. I mean, I got to be honest. As soon as I get home, I take off my shoes, I put on shorts, like I get comfortable. I get real comfortable.
Barefoot. D. Rivastello says barefoot. It is me. Nicole Marie says barefoot, of course. Y'all are saying barefoot, of course, as if this is like a thing.
Bienvenue à Love City Arts, la radio qui joue 24 jours sur 24, 7 jours sur 7.
I am always in shoes. I'm always in a pair of Crocs. I'm always in a pair of sneakers. I'm always in a shoe in the house. My answer would be I'm wearing shoes. I'm not wearing a like Clunk Through the City shoe. Sneakers would count as shoes, Sunflower, I feel. Shout out to my mentee, Sunflower, from Memphis. We're like a global affair. You're based up here, though, right? You're in the Bronx?
Oh, right now I'm in Atlanta, but yeah, I'm from the Bronx.
You're in ATL now.
Yeah.
How'd you get to the...
I just bought a home.
Wait, you were in New York. Wait, when we first met, though, in the e-webs, in the metaverse, you were up here.
I am a native of New York. I mean, I've lived there like 30 plus years, but recently I purchased a home down here, so...
Congratulations.
Letting my time.
You know what? I have the perfect. You know what? To a brown man purchasing real estate in these times, we. Oh yes. We celebrate the excellence. Oh yeah. Take your bow. Oh yes. Oh yes. Doing what's best for you. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes, we love the excellence on our friends. My thing is this: if friends and compadres of love cannot like love on each other and like give each other big ups, like, yo, you were up here, you said like, yo, I don't even know your story.
Right.
You're up here, you're like, and you know, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to be in a different place. I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna plant. And you did it. And that's what the applause are. The applause are not just like Dumbledore claps of like what have you. The claps are that like no human on earth is an oak tree.
Right.
We have the ability to create. Could you tell us as much as you want to say before we close out? What was the impetus to just pick up your life? And you said you have a beloved. You picked up everything and went to Atlanta and purchased.
Well, it's been a ride in our relationship, number one. So this was just a peak where we needed to be, right? Where we needed to solidify our family. We have children. But at the same time, we wanted to give them a better life. And unfortunately, the amount of money that we make in New York City isn't enough homes, but we can get even better stuff, and our money goes a longer way down here. I also have family down here, so it was easier to transition down here, but it just, for us to try to buy an $800,000 or $1 million home in New York, it would take us forever, and we don't have forever, so we're trying to just build a legacy, and this was the way to do it.
I love the building of a legacy. I'll always build a legacy.
It's so important. So important.
I used to be in Atlanta, down Peachtree and Piedmont Park and all that area. I was a flight attendant in a former life, and so in my 20s, I lived in Atlanta. And Atlanta has many stories that I shall not share.
That's another episode.
Yeah. I'm not going to share. I'm not going to share that on here. Anyway, moving right along through tonight's programming, we're so grateful to have Esteban of the Root Wave on Instagram in our midst. Eric Clay 944 over on Reddit. So good to see you tonight. I'm doing an interview with my buddy Esteban. Would love to connect with you in the DMs. So good to see you. What a pleasure. Okay, so we have decided that there's a lot of people, a huge segment of the population that's walking around their houses full barefoot, and if it gets cold, just socks. I'm in shoes all the time. Let us know, Eric and everyone in the comments, how you are walking around the house. And I think that's about where we land our planes here. You know, every night I try to hold space for gratitude, Esteban. I know that you're grateful for connecting with people and being able to promote them and their magic and their brilliance and their creativity. Esteban would love to hear from you. Eric said socks for living, barefoot perfect. I must be missing out on this barefoot life. I got to get into this barefoot life. I don't know about her.
Try it.
I will, because Eric just co-signed as well. Y'all know every night I try to take a moment. Look, we have 24 hours in the entire day, but Esteban has shared with us tonight how he lights up helping people put their magic creatively and beyond into the world. Check him out at the Root Wave on Instagram, The Root Wave, TheRootWave, The Root Wave. He would love to connect with you. And look, we have 24 hours to be in our gadgets and to sleep and to pursue this shmoney and to do all the things that it requires to be an adult. But we can take a single moment in right now to just be grateful for the fact that we can move to homes and build whole new lives in
legacies
in Atlanta and build legacies. I believe that these live streams, because I've got nephews and I've got people who I mentor like Sunflower, I believe that these conversations we're having about the magic we're building in the world, I think that's part of the legacy too. I think it's intertwined. I believe in this idea of a golden cord that connects Esteban to me and then me to the world and Esteban to the world, and that we're not as isolated as we think we are, Eric, and others who are watching it on these other platforms. Like, we're not really separated. We're really one. It is me, Nicole Marie. I can't take my shoes off right now. I'm in the middle of the podcast with Esteban. They are hurting my feet a little bit because I was singing the pre-show. I was doing a little singing in the pre-show, but yeah, I'll take them off after and switch into my house flats out of my heels. It is me, Nicole Marie says, I daydream about a moment I get to be home and take my socks and shoes anytime I'm out. To take them off. Yeah, I daydream about the moment I get to be home and take off my socks and shoes anytime I'm out. Wow. Daily Shots is here in the space. Stacia's here. Ghostface Killer is Stacia. And Daily Shots. So nice to see y'all. I'll just wave here. We're joined tonight, just to reset the room one last time, for tonight's community vibe check. This is something I'm doing every night. We're going through the email, as it were, talking about the question of the day and the quote of the day, and the fact that today is National Sticker Day. And we talked about where Esteban will put his sticker and where he put it on his Trapper Keeper. It's been wonderful. So thanks for stopping by. I didn't know there were so many opinions about shoe wear in the house, but I'm glad about it. Let's take a single breath to just be grateful for being present for one another in love. I love that wherever we are on the planet, we're at 56 minutes now, actually, past the top of the hour, and we took that breath together in gratitude. My question for you, Esteban, you don't have to answer out loud. It's rhetorical. My question for the room, and I ask these questions every night, so don't think I'm putting on airs because Esteban's here from Atlanta by way of New York. The questions are just simple, and I'm not trying to gut check you or anything like that. I just want to that's the purpose of the community vibe check. It's a very intentional space. Are you loving you today? ? Are you being kind to you? ? Are you aligning yourself with your dreams and goals? ? And I just ask those questions every day. They're very rhetorical questions, but I just hold space because the reason why we're here for Community Vibe Check with Esteban and the reason why we're lifting our magic into the world intentionally is so that we don't leave here. And what Esteban's saying, when he moves to Atlanta with his wife and his kids and starts talking about legacy, this is a man who does not want to leave the planet with the juice of his life still inside him. He wants to manifest everything that's inside in this life, not saving for some next life, not some heaven in the sweet by and by. He wants his Atlanta Peachtree City, heaven on earth, peach cobbler heaven right now. He is aligning himself with the dreams and the goals of his life. Eric Clay says, love you, got to head out super early. It'll be in the replays for you. I'll make sure that you get it. I'll send it to you personally, Eric. But yeah, this is a man, Esteban. I love you, Eric. One of my donors and supporters here in the space. This is a man, Esteban, who is literally answering that last question. The check-in questions I ask every day. They're like the 3 questions I would ask when I was a flight attendant. Out of Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. I used to fly there for years. Listen, when you get to the exit row, Esteban, they go, are you willing and able to open that door and throw, the 3 questions they ask you? Right. My 3 questions every day in the community vibe checkers. Are you loving you today? Are you being kind to you today? And are you aligning yourself with your dreams and your goals? And you don't have to answer in the comments or anything like that. It's just something that I want to bring into focus for the community that I am trying to cultivate here along with Esteban and everyone else who comes through these spaces. Are we really trying to get all of the juice out of the fruit of our lives? I hope your answer is yes. It's a rhetorical question. I'm not here to hold you in any kind of contempt because God knows I barely make it to the train on time. Okay?
Yeah.
But we're trying to align, Esteban. And you aligned with me tonight in this space on Instagram and Reddit and YouTube. And I'm so grateful, man. I'll give you the last piece of chicken right before. Let me say this, though. Let me say thank you to everybody who's in the space. If no one's told you, adults don't get told this a lot. We say this to kids a lot, Esteban, but we don't get to say it to adults a lot. Maybe you're fortunate to have a community that tells you this, but I build it into the programming of the community vibe check every night because I want to let y'all know that are watching and hearing this on replays. I'm proud of you.
Proud of you too.
we say this to kids all the time, but we really don't, my brother. If you think about it, we don't say to Esteban, I'm proud of you. Clara, I'm proud of you. Esteban, I'm proud of you. Like, you picked up your life to be happy for a legacy. You chose to create. I'm proud of you and the magic you're creating. And so for those of you who are watching out here in the metaverse, listen to this podcast on the Instagram. That's my 9 p.m. You are enough alarm going off in my phone. I'm proud of you. We're getting out of bed. We're doing this adulting thing. We got bills. You got kids. We got responsibilities. We got apartments. We got toothpaste in tubes. Like, there's things to accomplish. And I'm proud of you, man, for coming on here. And I'm proud of you for living your life to the fullest for you, because you recognize, as my guru says, I talk about this almost every night on the Community Vibe Checks, you recognize that we're going to be dead longer than we are alive.
Right. Put that on a t-shirt.
So right now matters. Okay, anyway, thank you, everybody. I'm proud of you for being here. Thank you to the partners of Love City Arts for they actually purchased the internet that supports the space that we speak on. So I always like to give them love. And if anybody wants to connect with us, there's a 24/7 chat room and video space that happens over on Telegram that we cultivate within our community at Love City Arts. It's called the Love Lounge and Portal. If you want to tap into that, know what's happening in the Love City Arts ecosystem, and know about the love that we cultivate here along with Esteban. The Esteban replay is going to be there in the Love Lounge drop for everybody to, you know the internet lurkers, Esteban. You know the crowd I'm talking about. They don't really know what you're doing, but they know what you're doing.
Right.
And so what I love about us, Esteban, is that when they find us on our mark,
right.
we're being a sacred brotherhood.
Yes.
We're being love.
Yep.
We're being presence. We're being high vibration. Okay.
Love it.
So now that I've landed the plane, I've talked about, all the producers have told me, like, look, talk about the Love Lounge and the Portal, give the partners work. Now that all of that's cleared, the last piece of chicken always belongs to my guest host of the night. This is Esteban, the Root Wave, TheRootWave, the Root Wave, over on Instagram. Check him out and his brilliance and his magic. The last piece of chicken, which is an honor in the Black House. It's like the little what is your background, Esteban?
I'm Ecuadorian.
There's a little, when the rice, there's like that little crunchy part that happens at the edge of the rice.
Oh, so good. Cocolon, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I saved that for you, brother. What is that piece of your magic that you want to give to the people before we say goodnight and give them this good Buddhist blessing?
The one thing that I would say to the world is your soul wants to express itself. So make sure that as you ask yourself the same questions that you asked, and as you remind yourself to be grateful, also ask yourself, is my soul expressing itself? Because it's very important.
Is my
Hey, this is Tara Priolo, owner-operator of Tara Priolo's Studio, and your resident white-facing biracial multi-passionate musician. You're listening to Love City Radio, available to you 24/7 to tap into the love. Stay with us.
soul expressing itself. Woo! Man, this is the first Community Vibe Check guest host and guest. You knocked it out of the park. Actually, man, people have been asking me, because, people get a little skittish about shining their light, which is the thing that you and I are trying to, cure in the world. Hey, Lena. Right. And so it's so funny. We're like, come out wherever you are. You got to get this magic out of you. But people would ask me, well, what is it like to be a guest on the live? And you came on here tonight, and I don't know sports terms because I'm not that kind of human, but we just knocked it out of the park. Like, this is a perfect gathering of energy that wants to be loved in our own businesses and our own operations, but also like in the world at large. And I could not have had a better first guest host on the Community Vibe Check from Atlanta. This is Esteban from The Root Wave on Instagram. Thanks everybody for being here. Check him out. Check out his services. If you stand in need of the things that he provides, slide into those DMs. Remember that the magic of your life happens in the DMs. All right, everybody, take a breath. Every night, the same Buddhist blessing. If you're saved and sanctified and raised like my mama and filled with the Holy Ghost, just take it for what it is. I'm not going to take your Jesus from you. I just want you to just catch this in your heart. May you be happy, Esteban. May you be healthy.
Thank you.
May you be free of all suffering. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free of all suffering. May you be happy. May you be healthy. And may you be free of all suffering. That's that.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. Okay. All right. So I'm going to DM Esteban later thank yous and make sure that we, land the plane. But brother, I cannot thank you enough for being
thank you.
the first guest host of this new product Community Vibe Check. Every day I'm sending these questions and these codes. It's fun for me as an adventure because it's one email from me. So I'm like composing one email every day, and it's going out, and it's got the toothpaste question and the socks question. It's like, it's making me think kind of outside of the box. And I think that the people who are tuning in are also kind of playing along with that kind of magic, that element of what Dr. Brene Brown would call play. Like we as adults, I'll speak for myself. I'm over 30.
Me too.
The long faces, the dread, like the lack of play, the lack of expression, the lack of joy, like the lack of seeing life as half full, it kind of drains out of us by this point. And I'm just resisting all of that.
Yep.
And I just want us to just be in love for however long, because people are leaving here, man.
Yeah, they are.
And we're still here.
Yeah, we gotta appreciate it.
I love you so much. I'm gonna end this so that we can have a clean cut, and then it'll go into the podcast. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Before we tag out, because I'm a media guy, could you let everybody know in your own words how to contact you, and then I'll end it.
Sure. I would go to my website, therootwave.com.
One more time for the cameras.
Sure. So it would be, you can contact me at therootwave.com.
Awesome. Good night, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you, Esteban.
Thank you.
Welcome, everybody, to the Daily Community Vibe Check. I'm Andre in the Flow. Come and sit close. Campfire in the cloud. Yeah. I come home in the morning, the light. My mother says, when you're gonna live your life right. Oh, mama dear, we're not the fortunate ones. And girls, they wanna have fun. Come on in, everybody. Oh, girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, yeah. Good to see you tonight for Daily Community Vibe Check. I'm Andre in the Flow. Come sit by me. It'll only be 20 minutes or so. The phone rings. In the middle of the night, my father yells, what you gonna do with your life?
Oh, daddy dear, you know you're still number one. But girls, they wanna... Are you singing along or not? Oh, girls, they wanna have... That's all they really want. Some fun. When the working day is done, oh, girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls, they wanna have... Girls, they wanna... That's your part, that's your part, that's your part. Wanna have fun. I don't hear you singing. Wanna have girls, they wanna have fun. Girls wanna have... Some boys take a beautiful girl and hide her away from the rest of the world. I wanna be the one to walk in the sun, and girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls, they wanna have fun. That's all they really want. When the working day is done, oh, girls, are you ready for your part? They wanna have fun. Are you ready for your part? Oh, girls, they wanna have... Girls, they wanna have... That's all they really want. When the working day is done, oh, when the working day is done, oh, girls. Come on in, settle in. I'm Andre in the Flow. I hope that you enjoyed that opening number of tonight's Daily Community Vibe Check. I'm coming to you live from New York City in my studio to spread love and positivity and a vibration of hope into the world. That's a too long don't read. If you got to go and make dinner or go back to work or go yell at your kids, I hope you don't yell at your kids. I hope you really don't yell at your kids. Please don't yell at your kids. But if you got to go back to yelling at your kids, go on and do that. But just know that I was showing up. I showed up tonight, February the 2nd, 2022, to be a presence for love in the world. Because when people, if I get hit by the bus tomorrow, I say this every night. If I get hit by the bus tomorrow, I want the last thing that you see about my witness to be that I came online in the public marketplace to be hopefully a healing energy for those who seek it. Now I'm not sure that I sent out the e-blast that I'm supposed to send out every day. So we're just gonna wing it tonight, shall we? I don't mind. Let me get my show notes. The only difference between tonight's vibe check and a usual vibe check is going to be... Why does that keep doing that? You're out of here. We need to fire the production team tonight. They got to go. They got to go tonight. The production team, the whole production team, we're going to fire them. The whole production team is going to get fired tonight. All right, let's see what day it is. Happy National Tater Tot Day to everybody out there. I mean, who doesn't like a good tater tot? Tater tots remind me of elementary school and a more simple time in life when I always like my tater tots extra crispy. How do you like your tater tots? Do you like them a little on the soft side, like squishy in the middle, or do you like them like really, really crunchy? I want my tater tots to crunch a little bit. Or maybe you're not a tater tot person altogether. Sound off in the comments and let me know. Are you a tater tot person, or are you more of a hash brown kind of person, or home fries or French fries? Oh, French fries would be wonderful right now if I had some. Happy National Tater Tot Day to everybody out there. Who doesn't like a good carb from time to time? Let's pull an inspirational, you know what? I'm feeling very, very spicy today. We should pull an awakening card from the Mark Nepo deck. The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo, inspirational cards. Let's shuffle and see what comes out as the day. Oh, that's the one that, oh, there we go. That's the one. Seeing anew. Seeing anew. At its deepest and most real level, the notion of love at first sight is spoken of in every spiritual tradition as the reward for being fully awake. Such, seeing anew restores our sense of being alive. Paradoxically, first sight is recurring. Whenever we can see with that original vision, with nothing between us and the life around us, we can't help but love what we see. To see so fundamentally opens us to love. Wow, heavy card tonight. This is why I usually just do a quick quote and just take it easy. Lots of, oof. Anyway, the card that we were led to pick tonight out of this Mark Nepo. See, in the alternative church that we're building, there won't be any kind of like religious, dogmatic, super stressful books to abide by. I mean, it may come up from time to time, but it's not like that. The card is the message. At its deepest and most real level, the notion of love at first sight is spoken of in every spiritual tradition as the reward for being fully awake. Such seeing anew restores our sense of being alive. Paradoxically, first sight is recurring. Whenever we can see with that original vision, with nothing between us and the life around us, we can't help but love what we see. To see so fundamentally opens us up to love. This reminds me of what I was talking about earlier in the morning session. In the morning session, I was talking about how where your attention goes, energy flows. And I mean, it's the same message every day, right? Whatever you're focusing on and pointing your attention and your mind towards, that's the thing that's going to grow larger for you in your life. Once again, I recognize that this message is not for everybody. Everybody's not going to be picking up what I'm putting down. Some people are stuck and they like being stuck, and that's okay, right? That's their business. But for some of us, we don't want to really be the same. I don't want to be the same person for the next 37 years that I've been for this 37, right? So seeing anew, which is what the card is pointing to, is asking us to fundamentally see how much blessing and love and abundance we have around us, like right in front of our faces. Like, have you taken a breath today? Let me take one. and then start to count 1 blessing, 2 blessings. These are all external blessings. 3 blessings. I don't even have enough room in my hands to hold all of the blessings I have, especially people who come to this alternative chapel space. The people who come to this alternative chapel space, you're privileged because you have actual whole cell phones, whole smartphones and radio devices to be able to connect and love. And yet we feed our minds with so much negativity and bullshit all day. Even though the same tools that we have that could promote love and raise the vibration of the consciousness of the earth, instead of doing that, we choose instead to focus on what's negative. And what I want to be part of is a community where we're using these things here to give each other an emotional and spiritual and maybe even tangible boost along this path called life. That's my heart to you. And me and the team, we're working on it. We're working on it. We're working on this alternative chapel space, a space where we're singing musical theater songs and we're reading poetry and we're getting all the feel-good energy of a church space, but without all of the bullshit. Who wants the bullshit? When you can encourage, equip, and empower people to just be their best selves. With or without the Jesus, with or without the Buddha, with or without, whatever you want to point to. There's also another space where we don't have to feel badly about ourselves, tapping into ourselves. But like I said, this isn't for everybody. It's a very specific crowd that wants to still honor our spiritual lineage and past, but we don't want to get hung up on the hatred part of it all. Because there's a lot of self-hatred built into the foundation of certain systems and institutions. And I want to disrupt all of that. Come and feel love. Come and be love. And then go the fuck home. It's just that simple for me. Let's find a question for the folks today. This usually goes a little more smoothly when I have the questions already loaded in and I send the e-blast out. But did I send the e-blast out today? No, I didn't send the e-blast out today. Oh well. Today's question is going to be, how long on average does it take you to fall asleep once you turn out the lights? How long on average does it take you to fall asleep once you turn out the lights? I'll give you a second to think about it. Like I said, I'll be here every night, 20, 25 minutes, holding space for love, being a lighthouse for love. And it's just 20 minutes. I love it. Quick and sweet. I would say by the time I lay down and officially lay down and stop working on all my projects and all the things I need to do, by the time I actually lay down, it only takes me about 5 to 10 minutes to be out. Turn off all the lights. 5 to 10 minutes tops. That's all I need. What about you? On average, how long does it take you to fall asleep once you turn off the lights? quiet bunch tonight. Sometimes Wednesdays are pretty slow for this programming. People are doing different things on Wednesday nights. They're probably knee deep in families and things like that. And so, yeah, quiet bunch tonight. It usually livens up around the weekend for this crowd. So just roll that around in your head. Like, maybe it means something to you, maybe it doesn't mean something to you. How long it takes you to go to sleep. Maybe you're taking like a long time to go to sleep because your mind's preoccupied. Maybe it just takes you a long time to go to sleep because you're over caffeinated. Whatever the reasons are, sometimes those are mine. And so anyway, that's what the question of the day is all about. Once again, thank you to all of the donors and partners and friends of LCA who contribute to keeping all of this love messaging going forward in the world. Our budget's very small, and so the donations actually cover it, and that gives me the freedom to then go out into the world and create magic in different ways under the umbrella of what we do here, which is to encourage, equip, and empower you. Are you loving you today? Are you being gentle with you today? Are you taking it easy on yourself? Or are you berating yourself? Are you letting life flow gently towards you? Or are you forcing the stroke? Are you saying it is well with my soul, or are you saying what the fuck? Which energy are you abiding in mostly today, and how can you encourage your heart in this moment to just lift a little bit? Just a little bit. I'm not saying go from a 2 to a 6 or from a 4 to a 10. I'm just saying, like, just choose in this moment, in this next breath, to just notch your joy up a little bit higher. Oh, there it is. Because we know this is all about the mindset, right? We're not reinventing the wheel. I don't have a special elixir for you. I'm not a fucking unicorn. We're talking about the thoughts that we have that become the beliefs, that become the ways in which our lives manifest. And if we want to in this moment, we can all choose to just vibe higher. Now, does that change the amount of money in my bank account? Does that change the amount of money in your bank account? Does it change how many followers you have on Instagram that determines your self-worth and your self-esteem? You know, like, no, it doesn't change any of that, but your mental, as the kids call it, just choosing to I can feel myself going from a 2 to a 3. I can feel myself going from a 3 to a 4. I can feel myself going from a 4 to a 5. I can feel myself going from a 5 to a 6. Inside, I can feel myself going from a 6 to a 7. From a 7 to an 8. From an 8 to a 9. From a 9 to a 10. No one's asking you to make all of the jumps. No one's asking you to. That's a pressure that society puts on us to do it and do it now. Go from microwave culture, right? Go from 0 to 60 like that. No one's asking that of you. Just take a breath. Drop your shoulders. Breathe deeply. I'm not asking you to modify anything. Just find what a full breath looks like for you. You'd be surprised how many humans don't even breathe. I'm a singer professionally, so I have to think about it all the time. And you can tell by the way I sing sometimes, I'm not thinking about it. But it's something that we need to be mindful of. Are you breathing, beloved? Of course, you're a human being. The blood's, everything's kind of working according to divine right order, right? But then, but if you're like me, you're just walking around in life and you're holding your breath, waiting for the other shoe to drop, waiting for COVID 32 or COVID 46, COVID 96, COVID 105, right? Who wants to be in that energy and that vibration? I'm giving you an opportunity right now in the daily community vibe check to just unburden yourself in the moment, take a breath, and allow your energy to increase by 1 point. It's an invitation. And just like if I were inviting you out to drink in New York City, you can either take the invitation or not take the invitation, but it's an invitation to just glow up right now. To love yourself, to say crazy things to yourself like, not crazy things, but things to yourself like, even though I forgot to send out the e-blast today to all the hundreds of people who are expecting it, I deeply and profoundly love and approve of myself. A little life hack. Even though I didn't send the email out, I completely forgot until we were in the session tonight, I deeply and profoundly love and approve of myself. Even though I'm an imperfect human being that doesn't really know what the next step of my life is going to be, I deeply and profoundly love and approve of myself. Now, I was taught a lot of things in my childhood for which I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my spiritual lineage. And no one ever taught me how to recognize when the bullshit's hitting the fan. This is what my alternative chapel space is going to be about. Because no one ever taught me that I could use language on myself like, even though this day is shitty as fuck, I deeply and profoundly approve of myself. I deeply and profoundly love and approve of myself. It creates this buffer between the shit that's happening and who I am. Some of us are taking on and internalizing too much of the bullshit. This ain't your mama's church. We're not going to be doing any Our Fathers or anything in here, in the space that I'm going to be creating. Not that that doesn't have a place and a validity in the world, but there's no Our Fathers here. It's I deeply and profoundly love and approve of myself here. Nothing else for you to attach yourself to try to, check the marks off so that you can be, I'm a victim of this too, wanting to be a good boy. Give me the pat. Oh, the blood of Christ, the body of Christ. Sure. But in my deep hours of need, I needed tools. That's all I'm saying. I needed tools. I'm not throwing everything out. I just needed personally. I needed tools of, even though I want to kill myself today, I deeply and profoundly love and approve of myself. It just allows a different kind of language and narrative to come into your existence. Like, you can't have that fear and love exist at the same time. You'll be like, oh, maybe it's not a good idea for me to off myself today. Maybe it's not a good idea for me to, to give up. Even though I want to give up, I deeply and profoundly love and approve of myself. And this is not something that a lot of people want to talk about. We talk about getting these degrees. We talk about chasing this money. We talk about a lot of things, but we don't really talk about deeply and profoundly loving and approving of ourselves, moment by moment. Now,
Hey, this is Tara Priolo, owner-operator of Tara Priolo Studio and your resident white-facing biracial multi-passionate musician. You're listening to Love City Radio, available to you 24/7 to tap into the love. Stay with us.
talking about people who are making people's lives miserable. I'm not talking about people who are trying to create traps for people and create chaos and spread misinformation and dupe people and lie to people and take people. I'm not talking about that kind of energy. You can't love and approve of yourself and mistreat people, right? I'm talking about these moments when we keep ourselves on the hook, when we really, really beat up on ourselves in major, major ways. Instead of just saying, even though fill in the blank is happening, I deeply and profoundly love and approve of myself. Even though I have no idea where the next paycheck is coming from. I deeply and profoundly love and approve of myself. That kind of energy will move you from a 2 to a 3, a 3 to a 4, a 4 to a 5, a 5 to a 6, a 6 to a 7. You can do a lot of things when you deeply and profoundly love and approve of yourself. Because I deeply, profoundly love and approve of myself, I'll take this shower, I'll send these emails, I can be motivated by love. I can be motivated by the things I love. I can be motivated towards the things I love if I deeply and profoundly love and approve of myself. Now that couples along with this thing that we talk about every night in here as well, the fact that you are simply enough. You're just simply enough. If you can couple being deeply and profoundly in a loving and approving way of yourself, and you recognize you're enough, you're gonna be a bad mamma jamma. You're gonna be like what Sia talks about, unstoppable today. If you can love and approve of yourself, in addition with recognizing that you're enough. Now, I'm not perfect at this. I have 2 alarms on my phone, one at 9 a.m. and one that's going to go off at 9 p.m. They are You Are Enough number 1 and You Are Enough number 2. I program these into my phone so that, I'm never looking at my phone for the You Are Enough alarm. It just goes off with whatever I'm doing. And sometimes when it goes off, I am loving and approving of myself and I am recognizing that I'm enough. But then there are a lot of times, too many that I would like to admit, that the alarm goes off and I'm caught in some kind of shame or negativity spiral, or I'm beating up on myself, or I'm wondering where the next, dead presidents are going to come from. And then it snaps me out of it. It's like, yo, do you believe that you're enough right now? Do you believe that you're enough right now? Or are you playing games, Dre? Do you really trust your power? Do you really trust your divine I am presence? Or are you playing around? On this way to this job, or, on the way to the snack in the fridge. Oh, I'm on the way to get the snack in the fridge. Oh, you are enough. Oh, wow. Am I moving right now towards wherever I'm moving towards from a place of believing that I am enough? Or am I playing small? Am I doubting myself? Am I freaking out and worrying about things that are outside of my control? Or do I come home to me, deeply loved and approved? And this is something I'm just handing to people every night on the internet for free. And we encounter hundreds of new faces every night. Sometimes the room, sometimes I sing a wrong note when I'm singing in here and the room goes to 0 because people just don't want to hear me sing, or it doesn't matter. But for the hundreds of people that we touch, and we're about to touch more because I'm launching this 24/7 live stream thing, campfireinthecloud.com, 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 including this alternative chapel space for us to just really have these conversations of love and empowerment. It's on like Donkey Kong, baby. Get in the boat. This love energy, this love vibration where we're reminding each other, even though life is hard, right? Life is really, really cruel and people are bitter and mean and just so much confusion. And even in all of that, we can still, as adults, because we're the adults now, right? We're not kids being told, Andre, if you suck dick, you're going to burn in hell. How is that any of your business? And I told my mother a couple of years ago, I was like, that is the most perverse thing. It is the most perverse thing that other humans are concerned about what I'm doing when they're not around in bed. It is the most strange thing that people are so preoccupied that they will cast judgment and treat you differently based on the things they can't even see about you. You'll never see my dick. And yet you're so concerned with it. We got to push past that and push into love. More than ever before, we got to push past all of that and push into love. Anything else is a distraction, folks, given the world that we're living in. That's all I'm saying. Doesn't matter who's doing what, who's doing who. Focus your intention and focus your attention on deeply and profoundly loving and approving of yourself. I'm convinced that everything else is going to work out for me if I deeply, profoundly love and approve of myself. In a real way, not in a like, and you can tell. There's people in this Instagram influencer culture. You can really tell when people are like, when they really love and approve of themselves versus when they're just faking. It's an energy. You can really, really tell it. It's very, very potent. The difference in a person that loves themselves and approves of themselves, or even if you don't fully, you can tell a person that's really trying. In my work in customer service and customer care in the past, you can always, or when I was a flight attendant, you could always tell when someone got on the plane, you said, welcome aboard. You could always tell in the energy the people that really loved themselves and the people who hated themselves. Some people talk to themselves like that every day as well. And this is a whole different session we can do because I'm 4 minutes over. I'm like 14 minutes over actually, but we can talk about it some other time, tomorrow night maybe. Like the fact that I've heard people out loud, oh, I'm such a fucking idiot, or I can't get anything right, or really, really like mean. I wonder where you learned that from. I wonder where you learned to be mean to yourself from. I wonder where you picked that up from. Who was responsible for that bullshit? But we're going to undo it here in our community sessions together, nightly. And we're going to do it in all the things we plan together. The songs we sing, the poems we read, the energy that we flow to and through and from. And we're going to do something different because what we had is stale. What we had takes us away from the presence of the power of our mighty I am. When my best friend said to me, boo, there was a lot of self-hatred in the way we were raised. Not self-hatred for everybody else. Everybody else is just kind of going along telling me, that the wages of sin is death and all of this other hellfire and brimstone, like scary, like frankly, traumatic shit, right? A lot of traumatic shit. Somebody's blood. Like, we're talking about, like I said, you have what you want to have. If this is not your type of programming, then turn me off and go and pray and go into your holy water. But what I'm saying is that, like, some of that stuff is really, really strange. In fact, more strange than even the lifestyle that folks call sin. I understand I don't have to really get into the blood of Jesus to be a kind human. I don't really have to get into the blood of Jesus in order to, like, show up nightly and be loved. Like, nothing about Christ's love is compelling me to be here. What's compelling me to be here is the fact that there are people out in the world who don't love themselves. There are people whose gifts and desires to be expressed in the world are stuck inside their chests. I mean, sure, I love the Lord, he heard my cry too, girl, but don't you want to be happy? Don't you want to be truly happy? Not under the thumb of oppression and suppression. Just breathe. Just breathe. Anyway, that's tonight's Daily Community Vibe Check. I'm Andre in the Flow. Lots of awesome things coming out of this group. We've got the right people in place now to make some things happen. And there will be, coincidentally, we're working on filing paperwork and doing everything we can to start an alternative church. The church, I look out into the space, and I'm in the space. I came from the space, and I'm from the space. I know that showing up online in this way and being a true beacon of light in the community and trying to really, really wash the feet of people and make sure that their dreams come true. To say, like, yo, I see that the pot that you're in, I'm talking about tangible ministry. I see in my own special way, I see that the pot that you've been trying to grow your life in as a creative is super, super small. I see, beloved, that you are root bound, meaning that you've got so much roots. Like, your plant wants to grow so big and you've got so many roots, but your pot is so small. And no one's ever told you that you can afford a bigger pot. You can allow yourself to have a bigger pot. We can find the soil and the water and the sun to grow you into your dream. We can do it with the spiritual. We can do it with the ethereal. We can do it in any space. But the most important thing that I want people to get from the messaging of my church and chapel and all these spaces is don't leave here with the loving juice of your life inside you. And many of your pastors aren't even telling you that. They're wrapping it in all of these rules and things so that you keep coming back. But I don't really give a fuck about whether you come back to this session or not. I want you to have a happy life in a real and authentic way. So anyway, that's my time. I gotta go. And I made work for myself because I didn't restart the stream to package it. But I hope that you all enjoyed tonight's rant. I'm Andre in the Flow. You can learn more about my work. Thank you, Miss Nor 5150. I really appreciate you. Thank you for telling me that my voice is amazing. Your voice is amazing. Your voice is relaxing. Anything that you feel about me, you have as well. I can imagine everybody looking down at their devices being like, where'd he go? And because I'm going to put it in the podcast, they're going to be sitting in the car going, where'd he go? I'm still here, beloveds. Let's read our passage for the night, shall we? This year, I'm taking the community that I serve in this alternative chapel space. We're still toying with the language. I think it's going to be like an alternative chapel. The campfire in the cloud. Anyway, a space where we can gather and just take care of our hearts and center our hearts. Look, if you have a religious preference or whatever, focus on that when you want to focus on that. But this is a bring your own belief kind of space where the mountain that our eyes are fixed on is simply called love. And you can dress that love in whatever name you want to call it. But the mountain that my heart is fixed on right now in this path in my life is called love. And so I'm here every night. If you want to RSVP and come on schedule and come on time, you're one of those people, you can RSVP at the website through our community calendar, through Eventbrite. And I'll be here when I say I'm going to be here. And if I cancel because I'm having good food, good sex, and great adventures, then I'll let you know through that portal as well. But I'm going to try to be here every night because I believe that our hearts matter. Especially in times like these. I believe that in times like these, the people who are movers and shakers of the light, we need to be on our mark. With all of this disease in the air around us, we're all behind masks. With all of this deep depression for the loss of money and jobs, some of us lost really good jobs. Some of our lives went really like this. We didn't all skate through COVID. And so because of that, we owe it to ourselves to just gather as often as we can and just point our eyes towards the mountain called love. But this year, I'm taking the community through a book that is an international bestseller, more than 30 million copies sold, Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. I read a passage every night that I'm here. Oh, you read that one last night.
Bienvenue à Love City Arts, la radio qui joue 24 jours sur 24, 7 jours sur 7.
Page 108 from You Can Heal Your Life. So glad to have you here tonight. In the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. My unique creative talents and abilities flow through me, and I am expressed in deeply satisfying ways. There are people out there who are always looking for my services. I'm always in demand and can pick and choose what I want to do. I earn good money doing what satisfies me. My work is a joy and a pleasure. All is well in my world. Ooh, gotta read that again. That's an ooh. Juice is on the loose. In the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. My unique creative talents and abilities flow through me and are expressed in deeply satisfying ways. There are people out there who are always looking for my services. I'm always in demand and can pick and choose what I want to do. I earn good money doing what satisfies me. My work is a joy and a pleasure. All is well in my world. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. My favorite part of this one is there are people out there who are always looking for my services. Sometimes for social entrepreneurial people like myself, and for healers in the world, we're not so, we're not really into this capitalism thing. We're not really into this rat race. We're not into this struggle bus mentality that adults have. Pass me by with all that bullshit. Some of us just want to be here and be at peace and be in love and for love. But when you're working in a loving space, sometimes you can get discouraged because it's not the popular thing. People would rather watch those folks fight in the Golden Corral the day before yesterday. Look it up. They were fighting over steak in the Golden Corral. So yeah, people are drawn to that kind of negativity and that vibration. But I want to be drawn to the place of there are people out there who are always looking for my services. I'm always in demand. I'm always in demand. As a person thinks in their heart, so they are. I'm Andre in the Flow. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free of all suffering. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free of all suffering. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free of all suffering. Until we meet again tomorrow 7:30, unless I die in my sleep, I will see you all very, very soon. I hope that you're feeling love and light, and the movement is just getting started, so we hope to pick up some love stars along the way. Have a good night. All right, here we go. Daily Community Vibe Check. Come on in, everybody. I love you, Lord, for your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, I will sing of the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire in darkest nights. You are close like no other. I've known you as a father. I've known you as a friend, for I have lived in the goodness of God. Oh yeah. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Oh yeah. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down, I surrender now. I give you everything. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Sing it out. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down, I surrender now. I give you everything. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Oh yeah. Come on in. Campfire in the cloud. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I'm gonna sing of the goodness of God. Come on in, Campfire in the Cloud. We're about to start daily community vibe check. Daily community vibe check is what we call it. Yeah. I come home in the morning light. My mother says, when you gonna live your life right? Oh, mama dear, we're not the fortunate ones. And girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls, they wanna have fun. Come on in. Daily Community Vibe Check coming up next. Andre's Love Cafe. The phone rings in the middle of the night. My father yells, what you gonna do with your life? Oh, daddy dear, you know you're still number one. But girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls, they wanna have, that's all they really want. Summer fun. When the working day is done, all girls, they wanna have fun. All girls, they wanna have. That's all they really want. When the working day is done, all girls, they wanna have fun. Some boys take a beautiful girl and hide her away from the rest of the world. I wanna be the one to walk in the sun, and girls, they wanna have fun. All girls, they wanna have. That's all they really want. Some fun. When the working day is done, all girls, they wanna have. You gonna help me tonight? You gonna help me with your part? All girls, gonna help me tonight? They want. Come on, Franklin. Girls, they wanna sing, Franklin. They wanna have fun. Girls, sing, Franklin. I hear you, Franklin. Here we go. They just wanna have fun. And girls just wanna have fun. I hope wherever you are in the world that you are feeling the love emanating out of every pore of my body towards you. Love is hurling itself in your direction right now. Love is hurling itself in your direction right now. Love is hurling itself in our direction. Hurling herself, lunging at us. Love is. Are we present to love as it lunges towards us? Love is always trying to make a direct connect. That's why every night I say this. I fix my eyes on the mountain of love. I fix my eyes on the mountain of love. Love is the only thing that can fix it. Love is the only thing that can fix it. I don't mind coming in here and talking to myself on some of the platforms because love is still the only thing that can fix it. I feel like that street preacher that instead of saying Jesus is coming soon, I'm saying love is the only.
Hey, this is Tara Priolo, owner-operator of Tara Priolo Studio and your resident white-facing biracial multi-passionate musician. You're listening to Love City Radio, available to you 24/7 to tap into the love. Stay with us.
That can fix this. What I'm going through, what you're going through, what we're all going through together, love is the only thing that can fix this. So we gather intentionally every night for about 20 minutes, anywhere between 20 minutes and 3 hours. No, I'm joking. Sometimes these do, depending on my tangents, I'm Andre in the Flow. If you've never met before, I am the Chief Love Officer over on the Love City Arts E properties. There's a bunch of things happening over there. You're sitting in Andre's Love Cafe right now. I put love so boldly in all of my programming, like, so that I never forget the reason why I'm here. That I don't forget my true purpose, right? Andre in the flow, flowing towards what? Flowing towards love. I fix my eyes upon this mountain called love. I fix my eyes upon this mountain called love. It is all I seek. It's all I long for. It's all I want to express. Coming out of me, overflowing. Rivers upon rivers upon rivers upon rivers of love. Love, 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 love. See how it can just change your vibration if you're tuned to it? There's a lot of other stuff going on, right? Whole pandemic, adulting, making it happen, co-conspiring with the universe, being a co-conspirator with the universe towards your dreams and goals and successes. Recognizing something that I've recognized today, I am too gifted to be broke. Have you recognized that for yourself? That you're too gifted to be living in anything other than the overflow? That's what 2022 is for me. 2022 for me is this year of joyful expansion. It's on everything. It's on the e-blast. I talk about it all the time. Anybody who'll listen to me, I'm talking about this thing called joyful expansion. And it does not matter to me if everyone participates in the joyful expansion, or if I'm just the sole participant by myself, or me and I upon you, or you upon you. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I don't mind joyfully expanding by myself. But I think that when true love vibrates, everyone in the room can feel it. When true love vibrates, everyone in the room can feel it. It's not a counterfeit thing. It's love, 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 ever increasing love, overflowing love, abundant love, love on the north, south, east, and west, love above me, love beneath me, love to my left, love to my right, love surrounding me, love, 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 love. It's a frequency that you have to tune yourself to. Otherwise, you'll get caught up in all of it. Myself too. Why am I feeling so gloomy about my life? This magical life that I possess. Why am I feeling so gloomy? Why am I feeling so down and depressed? And when the sun is shining and there's fresh water to drink and electronics to play on all day with their incessant notifications, right? This bounty of blessing that we have, that we just do not choose to acknowledge because we've not tapped into the thing that's in all of my programming's name. Love City Arts, Andre's Love Cafe, love, 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 love. This thing that we try to shake, this thing that we try to get away from, this thing that we try to just, I'm better than you, you're not as good as me, I'm not as good as her, she's not as good as me, he's not as good as me, I'm better than him, she's better than me, she makes more money than me, she makes less money than me, I'll never talk to her again. That was exhausting for me to even recite to you. When all I can do is just tap into love. 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 That juicy, rich flow. That gooey goodness. That sexy sweet. That love. The making of it. And like I talk about every night in here, we build intentional sand castles to love every night. I have fixed my eyes upon the mountain of love, and every night we come in here for a little short time. to hold space for love. That pure and potent thing that is unshakable, unmovable. The thing that does not evaporate, the thing that cannot go away, the thing that cannot be compressed, depressed, oppressed, suppressed. Love. May it rise up in you now, more than it has all day. May it rise up in you now, more than it has all damn day. Love. I'm looking for the Mark Nepo cards in the studio because I'd like to read one tonight. Kind of ground our time together. If you don't know where you are and what you stepped into because you showed up late, because I showed up late, so I know you showed up late, you're in the Campfire in the Cloud. And specifically, you're in Andre's Love Cafe, where we serve songs, smiles, shenanigans, and support. So if you're into those sort of things, then come and sit by me. Come and sit by us. Eureka! I found them. The Book of Awakening cards. These are bought for me by a fan as well. All of these things that I use in nightly, none of this was bought from by me. It's all lovely people saying, "Yo, like, this may be helpful along your path of uplifting people or attempting to uplift you. I don't know if you're uplifted or not. You may be over it, and that's none of my business. But I'm just gonna pick one at random here to see what the card deck wants to say from the Book of Awakening. Oh, I pulled two. So I'm going to read both. I didn't mean to pull two, but I'm going to read both. And then we can decide together which one is the one of deepest resonance on a Friday night. Okay. The first one that was on top was Ask What You Need to Know. And on the back it says, grateful and awake, ask what you need to know now. Say what you feel now. Love what you love now. Ooh. Juicy card. Ask What You Need to Know is the card from the Mark Nepo. Nepo, I don't know. I don't know, Mark Nepo. The Book of Awakening inspirational card deck. Very general. I don't have anything to sell you on in the spiritual department other than love. Ask What You Need to Know is the card. Grateful and awake. Ask what you need to know now. Say what you feel now. Love what you love now. Then the second one that was underneath is the Universal Stream. Pretty card. Very, very pretty card. The Universal Stream. There are times walls are necessary, but more often we can protect ourselves by being who we are. Neither hiding nor revealing ourselves will prevent our share of pain, but in being who we are, we get to be part of the universal stream, not just a nut in a shell waiting to fall. These cards are not pulling any punches tonight. I've not picked up this deck. Oh no, that's a lie. Night before last, we used this deck because life is happening. The Universal Stream. Whoop. There are times walls are necessary, but more often we can protect ourselves by being who we are. Neither hiding nor revealing ourselves will prevent our share of pain, but in being who we are, we get to be part of the universal stream, not just a nut in a shell waiting to fall. Here's to being who you are tonight. Happy Friday, February the 4th, 2022. It is now, and the time of recording this, 18 minutes past the top of the hour for all of the live listeners and watchers. We do get a few hundred live watchers and viewers nightly. And so shout out to everybody who's come under the encouragement, equipment, and empowerment umbrella of Love City Arts through Andre's Love Cafe. Always a pleasure seeing you in this universal stream of life. I think tonight I'm just going to do a quick passage from You Can Heal Your Life, which is the book that I am taking my community through. This is my community here, Andre's Love Cafe, as part of Love City Arts eProperties. And every night we've been going so far through this year through You Can Heal Your Life. More than 30 million copies sold, an international bestseller by Louise L. Hay. You Can Heal Your Life. Let me read the back. I never do this. I never do this part, but I'll do it. This is what Louise says about this book. She says, I've written this book to share what I know with you, my readers. It incorporates portions of my little book, Heal Your Body, which has become widely accepted as an authoritative work on the mental patterns that create diseases, she breaks them apart, diseases in the body. If you do the exercises and You Can Heal Your Life progressively as they appear, by the time you finish, you will have begun to change your life. I suggest you read through the book once and then slowly read it again, but this time do each exercise in depth. If you can, work through the exercises with a friend or family member. Know that when you work with these ideas, my loving support is with you. This book has personally really changed my life. I don't get a commission for boosting this book, but I'll read one of the affirmations that we read every night in here. I think we read this one last night. Wait, did we? Or was it the night before last? Wait, is that the one? That may be the one. I'll do the one that challenges me the most tonight. This is from page 74 in You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. The text that I've decided to take my community through for the top of the year nightly. We read a passage from it because we want to really be healed in these times. We need it more than ever before. Like, we're really crumbling. I'm crumbling. We're tired, beloveds, and so any kind of healing balm that we can have would be a wonderful thing. Anyway, in the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. Change is the natural law of life. I welcome change. I'm willing to change. I choose to change my thinking. I choose to change the words I use. I move from the old to the new with ease and with joy. It is easier for me to forgive than I thought. Forgiving makes me feel free and light. It is with joy that I learn to love myself more and more. The more resentment I release, the more love I have to express. Changing my thoughts makes me feel good. I'm learning to choose to make today a pleasure to experience. All is well in my world. In the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. Change is the natural law of my life. I welcome change. I welcome change. I am willing to change. I am willing to change. I am willing to change. I'm willing to change. I'm willing to change. I choose to change my thinking. I choose to change the words I use. I move from the old to the new with ease and with joy. It is easier for me to forgive than I thought. Forgiving makes me feel free and light. It is with joy that I learn to love myself more and more. The more resentment I release, the more love I have to express. Changing my thoughts makes me feel good. 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 I am learning to choose to make today a pleasure to experience. All is well in my world. All is well in my world. All is well in my world. Would you just affirm that with me tonight? All is well in my world. All is well in my world. All is well in my world. This is not a convincing. This is not a convincing. This is an acknowledgement. An acknowledgement. All is well in my world. I need not carry fear. I need not hold on to pain. I need not move in anger. I need not live in anger. We recognize that all of life is a movement towards our wholeness. All of life is just pulling us closer and closer to being a whole and complete, beautiful ray of a human being shining in this galaxy. Do you know we're spinning at like thousands of miles per hour in this motherfucker? Right now. And gravity is the only thing keeping us from spinning off into space. The majesty of the ray of light that is your life. The majesty of the ray of life that is your light. Are you picking up what I'm putting down today? Whitman says, I hope I'm not misquoting, but I think it's Whitman. Whitman said, we contain multitudes. I told my neighbor today, out when I was up taking a smoke, I said, I am too damn gifted to be broke. And I have been live, COVID, when I had COVID, major depression, suicidal ideation, it was not pretty in these streets, but I documented all of it. All of COVID, I've been filming and recording. Because I will see the goodness. I will see the goodness. And you will too. If we choose to recognize that all is well in our world. I'm not talking about what Apple News Plus sends me every morning. Those are the facts of what's happening in the world. But the container that is my life, right? The Tupperware of my life. The inside of my inside. If I can just maintain a space of calm. If I can be still and know. Be still and know. What do you want me to know? Be still and know that all is well in your world. That when you look back, and they say hindsight's 20/20, but when you look back over the arc of your life, you can see how everything kind of fell into place the way it did. It's very logical. You know, this isn't a mystery, this thing called life. There are logical reasons why we've landed in the lives we have. Our thoughts have created everything that we see around us. Our thoughts. Our thoughts, right? So life in the present moment, 27 minutes past the top of the hour on February 4th, 2022, life is offering me. I used to be a flight attendant, as all of you know. So I do believe in putting your mask on first before assisting someone else. These are vital steps. There's a reason why when you're on a plane, they say, if the mask were to descend in flight, put yours on first before assisting others. It's very important. We have this big notion and idea around altruism and giving and burning, setting ourselves on fire so that someone else can get warmth. That's not how this is supposed to go, beloveds. You're not supposed to be setting yourself on fire so that someone else can find warmth. That's not how you increase your joy. That's how you deplete your joy. By trying to be all of these things to and for everybody. We trust that the universe is going to supply exactly what is required for our lives. I told my neighbor, I said, the sparrows are not yelling out in hunger. The grass is not screaming out in like pure agitation. Somehow everything is just unfolding. Magical minute by magical minute. Some call it grace. Some call it mercy. Some call it love. I call it magic. Or what Dr. Bernard Beckwith would call love beauty. This love beauty that's kind of everywhere. The green. The fact that I am an organism on this planet Earth that can see the color of money. Money, money, money. Money, money, money. Money, money, money. Money, money coming towards me from the north, south, left, and right. Now on to our daily questions every day. We do these, we offer a moment of gratitude. So if you want to call to mind right now 2 or 3 people or 2 or 3 things, I'm going to take a drink of water. But if you want to call to mind 2 or 3 things that you're so grateful for today, sometimes that can be the magic elixir of sorts that can really turn the whole thing around for you. So I just like to call to mind like, my license is about to expire on next Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday. One of those days my license is going to expire. And there's all these new enhanced features and Real ID and just a bunch of things that you have to jump through. And I don't have all the pieces necessarily that I would like to have in place. And I'm grateful that I just breathe a sigh of surrender. It's just going to work itself out. And then I went up to go check the mail, and in the mail was the exact piece of the certification that I need to take care of the ID next week. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for a very chill and relaxing day. I needed it. I'm also grateful that I'm about to go smoke up a little more and go and watch Moulin Rouge. For some reason, my heart just wants Moulin Rouge. It could be a bad idea, but I'm going to go watch it. If anybody wants to join me watching it, just let me know in the comments or send me a DM because I can set up a little watch party for us. Anyway, checking questions of the day, February 4th, 2022. 31 minutes past the top of the hour. Are you loving you today? Question mark. Are you being kind to you today? Are you aligning yourself the best you can with your dreams and goals? Are you in the arena of your life, shining light and love everywhere? Or are you playing small, hard to get with life? Don't play the game hard to get with life because life is going to win. There's only one way out of this one. And we're all going in the same direction. So don't play hard to get with your life. Your life has meaning. Your life has value. Your life has purpose. Don't play these kind of games. Oh, yeah. Don't play yourself small. Oh, I'm just so, I couldn't possibly let my light out. I couldn't possibly let people see. I can't dance out here on the porch. What will they think? I couldn't possibly get on the internet and just spread a message of love and positivity along with Franklin back there. I couldn't possibly do that, right? What would they say? What will they think? Ever increasing love. Ever increasing love. Ever increasing love. For one to another. I personally, we talk about this every night in here. I personally believe that success is when you live a life that's according to your high core values. When you're living according to the values of your best self, when you're looking yourself in the mirror and you're seeing someone that you can be proud of, or someone who's working towards growing themselves to become a better, more loving, more caring, more compassionate, more giving, more full human. If you're doing those things, kudos to you. Kudos to you. You're not going to leave here trapped inside yourself. I want to thank you so much for coming by tonight to the Daily Community Vibe Check. I want to tell you how proud I am of you of making it through the days this far. You know, it's not easy keeping adults and children and humans alive, but somehow we're doing it. Somehow we're doing it. And so I'm very proud of you. As proud of you as I am of myself. And I want to remind you, as I do every night, that you deserve every good thing in this life. Don't let anybody convince you or talk you out of the fact that you deserve every good thing in this motherfucking life. People will try to talk you out of it. People will try to convince you that you lost it. Lots of things will happen. But I remind you tonight, as I remind you every night, you deserve every good thing in this ashy motherfucker. You really do. Thank you to the partners and the donors and the sponsors who've gone over to buy me a coffee or any of the other platforms on the online tip jar and poured into my life. You give me, what is it? You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. And that mountain's called love. And so I'm so grateful. If you want to be here, you don't have to give me a dime. If you want to be here, you don't have to give me a dime because I'm here every night for free. I'm in your email box for those of you who signed up for the e-blast on andrestiff.net or campfireinthecloud.com, campfireinthecloud.com, campfireinthecloud.com. All of these things are free resources to try to help us make it through one to another. Another free thing that we have is this ever-evolving Love Lounge and Portal. It's on an app called Telegram. It's for free, and we check in with each other daily as a small little group. It's going to grow to thousands of people in there, but for now, it's small, and it's great. And if you want to come into that fold, you can DM me on Reddit or any of the other platforms, and I'll send you what you need. If you have any compliments, concerns, cries of outrage, or customer service needs, if you just go down the hall, 12 doors down and then to the right, that's our customer care team's office. They are available at campfireinthecloud.com, campfireinthecloud.com, campfireinthecloud.com by live chat. And as long as you leave your name and your email address and you strike up a live chat, someone from our team will...
Hey, this is Tara Priolo, owner-operator of Tara Priolo Studio and your resident white-facing biracial multi-passionate musician. You're listening to Love City Radio, available to you 24/7 to tap into the love. Stay with us.
Address your compliments, concerns, cries of outrage, or your customer service needs. All right, I think that's about that. I'm Andre in the Flow. I've got this fire in my heart for this awakening that needs to happen as it relates to love and joyful expansion and expression. I believe that humans and adults more than ever before need to just come out of our shell and just let our light out. because the world desperately needs it. They don't need me putting down my microphone and never singing again. They don't need me turning off all these things because I've got 1 viewer or 2 viewers or 3 viewers and never doing it again. The world needs the amplification of love and its message. There's a drought as it relates to love. And so I want to be a small, teensy weensy piece in pouring love back into the earth. And pouring love back into people. Honoring my boundaries. And honoring my respect for myself. And honoring my dignity. And pouring love back into the earth. And pouring love back into people. True mission with a capital M. I'm Andre in the Flow. It's been really, really good to see you. As always, you know, we're promoting love and positivity here. Nothing more, nothing less. If you want this kind of vibe 24/7, there's a Twitch and Clubhouse stream that's going. It's available to you. Follow me on Twitch. I'd love to get those numbers up. It's available 24/7 thanks to our donors who pay me through Buy Me a Coffee. My academy is starting very, very soon. If you're a person out there who wants to tap into your own magic, you're tired of playing small in life, you know that you can do exactly what I can do, if not better. I love that kind of energy. If you're out there right now and you believe in your heart of hearts you can do what I do better than what I can do, I will teach you everything I know to get you here so you can keep going. The new academy is coming online this weekend. I would love to work with you. Tons of people for years have been asking me to coach their kids in acting and coach their kids in singing and speaking and performance. Some people are really, really shy to talk in front of people on Zoom calls. Some people are even shy to talk about in front of people in real life. Like, how are you going to be, how are you going to get that star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame if you can't talk to somebody on a Zoom call? We can work through that with our academy. We can work through that as a group. We can work through that one-on-one. We can make sure that you have the full confidence, the full measure of confidence to do what I do. I don't feel any type of way about sitting here right now and being myself. Not a damn way. Authentically me. Phenomenal woman. Phenomenally. Like that kind of energy. And if you want to tap into that, some of you don't like looking at yourselves in the mirror in the morning. Some of you don't like being on Zoom calls. How are you going to sing for the world and connect with all of the wonderful lights out there? Love, 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 love. How are you going to connect with people out there in the world if you're fearful inside? Don't do that. Choose love. Choose love. Get out of your own way. Get yourself unstuck. Contact me and my team. We'll bring you on in and try to figure out how to lift you in the world so you can be a blessing and encouragement to other people. Oh, I don't have the money. We'll figure it out. Oh, I don't have the time. We'll figure it out. You don't want to die with the juice stuck inside you. I love what I do. I love how I show up in the world. And I want you to have the same exact thing. Campfireinthecloud.com, campfireinthecloud.com, campfireinthecloud.com. I'm Andre in the Flow, Chief Love Officer, operator, producer, whatever, of the Love City Arts E-Properties. I hope to see you tomorrow on tomorrow's Daily Community Vibe Check. If you want to tap into the Twitch stream or the Clubhouse stream, those are available to you with past interviews, songs sung by beloveds, and so much more. Coming soon, I should tease this now, coming soon to the Love City Arts E-Properties, probably in Andre's Love Cafe, is our adult spelling bee. If you are a person who loves spelling and having fun, you love a little adventure in your adult life, you're not an over 30 frowning person that just has given up on life. If you want to spell